The following video is brought to you by Downtown Santa Monica.
On any given night in Los Angeles County, an estimated 51,340 people are homeless. The numbers do tell a story. But we are here this morning to tell another story, to tell stories of success despite the numbers.
I found out that I was pregnant. I was 5.5 months. I lied to a lot of people and told them that I was living with friends, and they never knew that I was actually living in a hotel.
Eventually, I walk away from everything that I had, and eventually I wound up on Skid Row.
I was living in a car in Lancaster with my 2 daughters, 7 months pregnant.
10 or 11 years ago, I did the morning show just over here on 5th Street. A man called in and said, "Well, I'm homeless." And I said, "Well, this is great. Not that you speak for everyone, but I'd love to hear your take on this. What would you prefer? What sort of help would you be happy with?" And he said, "I'm happy with any kindness that anyone offers. I'm extremely lucky for the way things have gone in my life. And what if I wouldn't have got a couple of bricks?" And it made me realize in that moment how much every single one of us has in common. And that's why I'm honored to be a part of this breakfast this morning, because to be surrounded by all of these honorees this morning who didn't stop at what if, but they kept asking what's next.
My daughter and I stayed in a hotel for 2 years. I finally decided that enough is enough and that I wanted to give her a life that I didn't have.
It was challenging to me, saying that, okay, it's time to move on, Felix. It's time to check in.
I did lose custody of my children because I delivered that child under the influence, and that was my first day of recovery. So my 5-year-old daughter and I have the same amount of clean and sober time.
I got hired through a temporary program that hires you to do on-the-job training. A year later, I got hired, and not only the first thing that my daughter said is when I opened that door, she said, "Mommy, is this our house? We don't have to move again?" I said, "No, baby. This is where we're going to stay."
I successfully reunited and closed my court case with my children. I work as a parent advocate trying to help other parents regain custody of their children. Without my recovery, I cannot be here not one more day, and I have an obligation to myself, to my children, and to my community to show you that this does work one day at a time. Thank you.
For the Santa Monica Mirror, I'm Spencer Lee.